How's it going, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood, Liam Catterson here, which I'm gonna say every time I wear this shirt because, yeah, I'm Spider-Man. I wish. No, this is the final episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I'm not lying. Yeah, I'm really excited though, to be checking this episode out because it's not just going to conclude season 2, and it is like I can't stress this enough, and I keep saying this, but it really, really is surreal to think of the journey that to think of how quick the journey has been for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But I guess time flies when you're having fun, and fun we certainly had in the last episode exploring Angel's backstory, the demon that needs to be awakened. Angel is not worthy, as Spike puts it. And yeah, they decided to take Giles without asking him politely because, you know, vampires don't have good manners, do they? So, yeah, and in fantastic fashion as well, like for their sakes, because they managed to maim every single person, it seemed, in the library. They killed Kendra because she returned and she got offed. Well, Priscilla did. But they did break Xander's arm, it seems. They had Willow crushed by a bookcase, which I am not happy about. We're going to have some legal battles because you can't hurt cinnamon rolls. That's rule 1 on this channel. Don't hurt cinnamon rolls. I'm taking you to court, okay? So I don't care if that vampire's dead. That family's going to take the brunt of it, sadly. No, but it was a very hectic episode to kickstart this 2-parter finale, and I'm expecting the hecticness to raised by 1 billion. So I'm really excited to check out the conclusion of season 2. Like I said, what has been a fantastic season. There's been some stellar episodes, and this season has definitely been a step up to season 1. There has been some incredible shocks. There's been some incredible there's been some moments where I just couldn't comprehend about what I saw, like Angel killing Jenny, or even Angelus rising again. And there's been some really, really good focuses on, especially in the latter part of season 2, on characters. Like, what I've really loved is the irony of focusing on relationships after the Bangel split, basically, which is like the power couple of the Buffyverse, I guess. Yeah, I really did like. I've really loved the direction that this season has headed, as well as the inclusion of Spike and Drusilla, 2 characters who I don't want to see ever go. So hopefully this is not an episode that sees that happen, because I love Drusilla and Spike so much. Because I heard in the comments that I think Spike was supposed to be offed in episode 10 of season 2, so hopefully that's not a sign that he is going to be offed in this episode. I hope not, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, let's get on with this, because I'm excited to be checking out Buffy, the final episode of season 2, and then we'll be starting season 3, so it's crazy. But yeah, this is becoming part 2. Let's go.
The problem's serious.
Look, I just want to know if my friends are okay.
That's enough.
He's a slimy little
right
bastard.
remain silent. Anything you say can.
Oh! Kick his ass in the balls!
Get out!
Holy shit! That's not gonna look good on her permanent record.
On foot at the high school, homicide
The doctor said it was head trauma. She can wake up at any time, but the longer it lasts, the less likely it is.
No, Willow!
I never should have let her try to do that curse.
Willow!
Angel must have known.
Don't hurt my Willow! Don't hurt my Willow! Please don't hurt my Willow!
Where are her parents?
With relatives in Phoenix and...
Because I need a date to the prom.
Uh-oh.
I have had a really bad day, okay?
If you have information worth hearing, then I am grateful for it. If you're gonna crack jokes, then I'm gonna pull out your ribcage and wear it as a hat.
Hello to the imagery. Very nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to go down like this.
Oh, right there. Put your hands on your head. Do it.
Oh, yes! Who? Yes! My theory is friggin' true!
What do you want?
I told you, I want to stop Angel. I want to save the world.
Okay, you do remember that you're a vampire, right?
We like to talk big. Vampires do. I'm going to destroy the world. It's just tough guy talk. Strut around with your
Wait, is he
friends over
genuine?
a pint of blood. The truth is, I like this world. You've got
Wait,
all
what?
great passion for destruction.
So is he actually
Angel
wanting
could
to?
pull it off. Goodbye Piccadilly, farewell Leicester bloody square, you know what I'm saying?
The whole earth may be sucked into hell, and you want my help because your girlfriend's a big hoe?
Oh!
Well, let me take this opportunity to not care.
I can't fight them both alone, and neither can you.
Enemy of my enemy. We're doing this.
I hate you.
And I'm all you've got.
Get inside.
Okay, so this team up has turned even spicier with what Spike has just said.
I don't want to leave.
Okay.
You're my best friend. Your voice.
Come on, Willow. Come on, Willow.
I love you.
Woo!
Willow?
Gosh, you probably heard I love you in voice.
I'm here.
Getting the emotions there, because Willow's our little cinnamon roll.
Want to sing?
You know what? Why don't we go inside and we can talk about this?
Oh my god.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Oh! She's getting in on it.
Mom. I'm a vampire slayer.
I did try to warn you in Bad Eggs, but I understand.
I don't
Episode's
feel
not
good.
memorable.
I'm awake, and I know my name, and who's president, and how many fingers.
You hit me with an axe one time. Remember? Get the hell away from my daughter.
So, do you live here in town?
I can't get over this. This is amazing.
Yeah, she's fine.
Or you wouldn't understand. I am your mother, and you will make time to explain yourself.
Oh,
I told you. I'm a vampire slayer.
Well, I just don't accept that.
Open your
you
eyes,
just
Mom.
saw her kill
What do
someone,
you think has been
so...
going on for the past 2 years? The fights, the weird it is, how dangerous? I would love to be upstairs watching TV or gossiping about boys or, God, even studying. But I have to save the world. Again.
Holy
Buffy,
shit.
you need help.
I'm not...
You walk out of this house, don't even think about coming back.
Holy shit. It's a choice you're gonna have to make, Buffy. Ah! Poor Giles.
To be worthy, you must perform the ritual in a tutu.
Oh, it's
All right.
so brave,
Someone
Giles.
get the chainsaw.
Now, don't let's lose our temper.
Keep out of it, sit and spin.
These are the moments you want to savor. You wish time would stop so that you could live them over and over again.
Kick his ass, please. Please, just kick his ass. Please, drive that at him.
You
Test.
never ever got a single date in high school, did you?
Your point being? Later. Tell the mayor I have good news.
The mayor? Didn't he say that in
Is that better?
the other episode? Shit. Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
I thought I'd lost you.
This is cruel!
I'll never. Why, is he close to figuring it out?
Later.
Tell me what to do.
Giles, no.
It's all right.
This is not right.
We'll be together. Finally. We'll have everything we never got to have.
His blood. He mustn't.
Angel isn't to separate. Ah, this is gonna be disgusting, isn't it?
Drusilla.
She
Honey.
likes it. I ship
We are
Priscilla
finished here.
and Giles.
She told me to tell you.
Tell me what?
Kick his ass.
She wants to bring him back, though.
Kafla. Undata sum. Kind of strong, don't you think? You're playing some deep odds here. Do you really think you can take us all on?
No, I don't.
Yes! This is great. Go on, Buff.
Painful, isn't it? Inside my head, make me see things I want.
Then why would they make you see me?
All right, let's go.
There we go. Oh no! 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 No!
Here he comes.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! No! Oh!
Return. I called.
She's not gonna make it.
Willow.
Are you okay?
No! No!
Te implore duamne, nu ignora.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is this a good thing?
I don't think it is.
Nichi alfiente. Hey.
God, he's gonna kill her. No hope. Take all that away, and what's left?
Me.
Holy shit! Oh man.
Sophia! Sophia! Come!
Oh shit! Here we go! Here we go! Yes!
I don't remember.
Oh!
You hurt. Oh, Buffy. God.
Wait, what? Oh, no, no, no.
What's happening?
I think I would be super, super worried if I was Angel.
I love you.
Oh, shit! What the fuck? Oh, no! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the f... Oh my god. Oh man. I don't know why this kind of does feel like a series finale, like the end of Buffy. Obviously it's not, because we've still got like several more seasons to go, but I don't know the way. I swear. I've recovered. No, I haven't. Oh, that finale was the death of me. Yeah, that was a finale and a half. Where do we even begin with that? First off, fuck Joss Whedon. That was brutal. That was not cool. That was heartbreaking, and I didn't like that. Like, emotionally. I did not like that emotionally. But I have to say, I think, do I even say it's the best episode of all time? Potentially. Just with everything going on with the emotions and how it wrapped up season 2 nicely, as well as it making it look like a series finale. And everything just in that episode, which I'll talk about in a bit, it was just phenomenal stuff, and I absolutely enjoyed how fabulous it became. It was such a thrill, and I absolutely really reveled in this so much. So it was a fantastic episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Holy shit. Yeah, it was more than fantastic. It was heartbreaking. It was it was emotional. It was because I posted my yeah, I posted my reaction on Twitter, and everyone's like, "Oh no, Liam," because I was like, "Yeah, guess who's sad? Guess who needs a hug?" Because yeah, I definitely do need that after how heartbreaking that was. So yeah, I mean, it was just phenomenal. I felt like the Whistler was a bit forced in. I guess that's my only complaint. I think he was a bit forced in personally, but aside from that, shit hit the rails from the get-go because Buffy hit a fucking cop. Like, not just that though, but like, given that she's had involvement with the police and Ted, and I'm guessing her violent tendencies are reminiscent of what happened in Ted. It's just looking from bad to worse for Buffy, for crying out loud. So it was just absolutely chaotic to just see her, and then Snyder shit his pants. Oh, I was so hoping for Buffy to drive the sword in him because he was grating on me. Like he was gloating, and I was ready for his smug ass to get the shit slapped out of him. Oi, I'm frustrated with him, but yeah, I hate him. I hate him so much. I despise him. But what's interesting is he mentioned the mayor, who was mentioned in another episode of Buffy a few episodes back. And given that Snyder's game branches out further, like there's more mystique regarding his story, I have a feeling that the mayor is not just a mayor. He is something more. So I will be very, very interested to find out more about that. And I'm assuming that's who he was on the phone to. Yeah. So it was just really, it was just really infuriating to go into Snyder's story because he was smug as shit, and I was just ready. I was just ready for Buffy. I'm glad though he spooked him though. He was spooked, should I say, when Buffy attacked that cop. So yeah. Joyce found out. I was waiting for this day to come, to be fair. Like, if there was one thing I was waiting for during this day, during this duration of Buffy, should I say, it was the fact that Joyce would eventually find out that it was inevitable that Buffy was going to have the talk with Joyce during this tenure of Buffy. But to be fair, I thought it would come a bit later. But I guess with the fact that you've been accused of killing Kendra, like, how do you hide this? Like, how do you hide everything nowadays? Buffy's got to be saying to herself. And what came off the revelation was a fantastic scene where I could understand why Joyce was a bit, like, skeptical. She was like, she couldn't believe it. She was at a state of shock, and I really, really loved how Buffy had to explain how her slaying duties was mandatory to Joyce, and Joyce was so skeptical because it was a real breathtaking scene. Like, there was some incredible acting during this episode, but it was a breathtaking scene from Sarah where she vented so much about her obligations, about being the Slayer, how she would chill out and be a typical teenager if she could, but she's got to save the world. And I do feel so much for Joyce at that scene. But her biggest mistake was saying to Buffy if she leaves, she doesn't come back, because what happened at the final scenes, she's a goner. So, because she's lost everything. She's lost her boyfriend, she's lost her mother, she's lost her home, she's lost her place in school. Yeah, it sucks. It really, really does suck for Buffy. So, yeah, but it was so powerful, that scene where she had to echo her obligations. I really, really did love her. Like, she put her mother in her place. But at the same time, her mother was was in a world of confusion. So yeah, but because she's got this responsibility. It's not pretty, but it has to be done. And I don't think Buffy was planning on well, of course, Buffy was not planning on having this talk with Joyce. But yeah, gotta say though, Joyce's interactions with Spike was just killer. I really, really enjoyed that as well. Like, oh, have we met before? Oh yeah, you attacked me. Oh, okay. I really loved the awkward silence bit. I can never get over that. Loved Spike though in this episode, where of course my theory came out to be true, because I did this in my immediate thoughts to my Buffy. Like, as soon as I just finished the reaction, I posted it on Patreon. I posted my immediate thoughts on Patreon. Deal with it. Deal with it. So yeah, that might be a better GIF. I don't know. They're a bit dusty because I haven't worn them forever, but whatever. Yeah. I did theorize that Spike would team up with Buffy. Because I had this feeling, especially with the strain that Aunt Giles and Priscilla would have on Spike. But it went deeper than what I thought, because, of course, his love for Drew was part of the reason why he wants Angel done and dusted. But there was a bigger reason, and a more pivotal one, I feel, was the fact that he doesn't want the world destroyed. And I was like, holy shit, he doesn't? I want to see good Spike, to be fair. Because it just goes to show that he does have a good heart. Although he does have that tendency where he's like, he could portray selfish acts, like he left Buffy to potentially die from Angelus's hand. But he even said, like, it is a bit of a risk if I do, it's a suicide mission if I take on Angela, so we got to team up anyways. And his priorities are Drew, so yeah, he does have that selfishness, but he wants the world to be saved. He doesn't want it to be taken over. He doesn't want it to end. And I think what I really, really love about that revelation is we get to see little sprinkles planted throughout the ever since his appearance about Spike's love for the human race, I guess. Not enough to, I guess, spell out that what Spike really thinks, but when you go back and he uses like pop culture references, I think that is a testament to how he really, really does feel in a sense. I don't know, but when he was talking about his love for Manchester United and all of that, could have picked a better hobby, Spike, but just saying. I think you look back at all the pop culture references he does and the humanization, like some of the human emotions he does feel, and there are little sprinkles to what he really believes. So that's my thought process to Spike. But it was really, really good to see Spike team with Buffy because I thought the chemistry was really, really fun. The short bit of chemistry that we had, especially when they had to pretend to be in a band in front of Joyce. 30 seconds later, Joyce finds out that she's the Slayer because a vampire was like, "Hey-oh!" So yeah. Willow. Oh, like this episode was definitely emotional, and Willow was the first one to set me off because of her state after the attack at the library. And then we had Xander confessing his love for her. Which I will say this. I don't want that. I don't want that. Liam doesn't want that. So I will go into further explanation. It could be misinterpreted. It could be that case of I love you as a best friend because he said you're my best friend, and then he said I love you, and I say to my friends all the time I love you. It doesn't mean I'm gonna kiss their face off or whatever. But given the relationship of Xander and Willow, it could also be like, as well as the tone in that scene, I think they were going for a more romantic feel than a platonic feel. And to be honest, Willow doesn't deserve, Xander doesn't deserve Willow. With all the times that Willow has been played, I feel like she is at a better place with Oz, and same with Xander. He's at a better place with Cordelia, and I don't want this love triangle thing to happen because Willow has what she deserves. Same with Xander, and I wouldn't feel right with Xander and Willow being a thing. So yeah, but who knows? Maybe there will be something to come from these two, and we'll have to endure it. So we'll just have to wait and see. There was also a moment which I am very skeptical with Xander when he said to Buffy, "Kick his ass." Rather than revealing the truth about what Willow was doing, because Willow at the same time was having a second shot at restoring Angel's soul, even though she was, well, she was a bit weary, and we were like, "Oh, Willow, everyone tried to warn you," and then she had that creepy scene where she was all demented, and I was creeped out. Like, Liam doesn't want to see this dark, scary Willow. Like, ugh, that was very, very scary. But yeah, the scene which we're talking about is Xander saying "kick his ass," and that really does bother me in terms of what Xander said, because I feel like if he told Buffy the truth, her encounter with Angelus could have gone a bit differently, and Angel might not have been able to go to hell. I'm not so sure, but I feel like that is a bit of a game changer, because that kind of dictates the mindset, I feel, That's my feelings to it. It does dictate the mindset, and I feel like if Xander said the truth of what Willow was doing, contrary to kick his ass, I feel like it could have gone a bit differently. So yeah, but it's like, this is the thing. I don't want to directly hate on Xander, but I feel like if he did say Willow's doing the spell, it could have gone down differently. And I think this is all down to jealousy, because there's a real chance of bringing back Angel. So yeah, but that's my 2 cents about the matter. Of course, if you guys have a different opinion about it, feel free. I just feel like it could have gone a bit differently if Xander said the truth rather than kick his ass. So yeah. And we have to talk about the fact about Giles, because he was tortured, and my heart was breaking for him. But you gotta respect how strong and passionate Giles was, and then it had to resort to the mind games, which I was not ready for that Jenny cameo, but here we are. And that was absolutely low of Priscilla. But what I really, really liked afterwards, and it's a theme that I do now acknowledge in Buffy, is the fact that they can have serious moments, and then you can have comical bits. Or what you see as comical bits, and it doesn't break the tension, which I really, really like about this show. So yeah, but honestly, it was really, really crude to see how brutal Angel was being to Giles. It was absolutely scary, seeing how aggressive Angel was towards Giles, and oh, it was very, very intimidating. But he even had a bit of humor, like when he said, in order to do the ritual, you have to perform it in a tutu, which I really, really loved. So that was brilliant stuff from Giles. But it was a crushing episode, and then we have that scene where where Angel's soul is reunited, and oh, the worst timing ever, because yeah, I crashed. My brain just shut down because she had to do that. Like, I don't know what to say about that, like, because of course it had to be done, but it was just so unbelievable watching it, and you're like in so much disbelief and heartache, and yeah, Buffy's lost everything. Like I said, her mother, Angel, home, school. She's all alone. So, but it does set things up to be a very interesting season 3. So I will be very excited to see what season 3 does. I do have a feeling Angel's gonna come back, of course, with the Angel spin-off. But in what capacity, we'll just have to wait and see. Or maybe he might not return, and maybe Angel will take place all in the past, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this was a phenomenal episode to close out season 2. I feel like this was the best episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was just a strong ending to what's been a very strong season, and I absolutely enjoyed going over all the characters, because they all had their own shining moments, I felt, in this episode, or infamous moments. But, well, even for Xander, that hug was really, really great stuff to see, but they all had the spotlight on them, and no character I felt was not important, and it was, like, in terms of the big characters. I felt like this episode was just really, really stunning. I thought they closed things out neatly. They left the show on that will Buffy return fate, because like I said, it felt like a series finale. Like, oh well, we're only doing 2 seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It felt like that, but of course we've got season 3 to go through, of course. And then season 4, and then yeah. So yeah, it was just a fantastically done finale. That really fucked my emotions up. Why? Why? Liam didn't ask for this. But, no, that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer's final episode of Season 2. So, yeah, it'll be a bit for me, actually, to record Season 3, because I'm currently recording this before I take a break from reacting. And I don't want to record a few episodes of Season 3 only to take a break and then jump back into it. So I'm gonna be taking a bit of a break from Buffy in terms of my recording perspective. So when I come back, I don't know, it's like an OCD thing or something, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to react to a few episodes, take 2 weeks off, jump back into it. So yeah, it makes sense to start Season 3 for me in terms of recording perspective when I come back from my YouTube break. So that's how you'll know what episode I'll be on, because like when I return in October, and then I'll be starting Season 3. So yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. This was stunning and emotionally draining. Like, oh, my heart. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!